ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः। देवाय तस्मै नमः देवाय तस्मै नमः। Okay, 39 onwards. वायुर्यमुर्निर्वरुणः शशाङ्कः
वायुर्जमो वृद्धं वरुणः शशाङ्कः
प्रजापतिस्त्वं प्रपितामहश्च
प्रजापतिश्च प्रपितामहश्च
नमो नमस्तेऽस्तु सहस्रकृत्वः
नमो नमस्ते च सहस्रकृत्वा
पुनश्च भूयोऽपि नमो नमस्ते
पुनश्च भूयोऽपि नमो नमस्ते
नमः पुरस्तादथ पृष्ठतस्ते
नमः पुरस्तादत पृष्ठतस्ते
नमोऽस्तु ते सर्वत एव सर्व
नमोऽस्तु ते देव सर्व
अनन्तवीर्यामितविक्रमस्त्वम्
अनन्तवीर्याच च विक्रमस्तम्
सर्वं समाप्नोषि ततोऽसि सर्वः
सर्वं समाप्नोति च सर्वः
सखेति मत्वा प्रसभं यदुक्तम्
सर्वे समत्वा प्रसभं यदुक्तं
सखेति मत्वा प्रसभं यदुक्तम्
सखेति मत्वा प्रसभं यदुक्तं
हे कृष्ण हे यादव हे सखेति
हे कृष्ण हे दासा हे कृष्ण हे यादव हे सखेति
अजानता महिमानं तवेदम्
अजानता महिमानं तवेधम्
मया प्रमादात् प्रणयेन वापि
मया प्रमादात् प्रणयेन वापि
यच्छावहासार्थमसत्कृतोऽसि
चावहासार्थमहस्कृतोऽस्ति
विहारशय्यासनभोजनेषु
विहारशय्यासनभोजनेषु
एकोऽथवाप्यच्युत तत्समक्षम्
एकोत वाप्याच्युत तत्समक्षम्
तत्क्षामये त्वामहमप्रमेयम्
रक्षामये त्वाम् महमप्रमेयम्
पितासि लोकस्य चराचरस्य
पितासि लोकस्य चराचरस्य
त्वमस्य पूज्यश्च गुरुर्गरीयान्
त्वमश्च पूज्यश्च गरिर्गरीयान्
Natvatsamostyabi Natvatsamostyabhyadikas kutonyah
न त्वत्समस्योऽधिकं कुतोऽन्यः
लोकत्रयेऽप्यप्रतिमप्रभाव.
लोकत्रयेऽप्यप्रतिमप्रभाव.
So we completed 42 and we need to resume with number 43. So long shlokas, everything is Trishtuk Chanda. So very unique in this chapter. So not to forget the overall journey here. Inquiry into realities. This is Vedanta. And when I know the reality, I am liberated. That's the idea. And it's a brilliant thesis, in my opinion, because if I am confused about life, then I'm constantly going to be quote unquote bound. And I'll be looking for a way to get out. If everything is exactly as it should be, I should not be looking to get out of the system. I should not be asking myself, why am I here? I should not be asking, why am I suffering? I should not be asking, why is the world suffering? I should not be asking all that if everything is the way exactly as it should be, that I can accept, but I am unable to accept. Why I am unable to accept? Because something tells me that is not the way it should be. I know Ananda, I know happiness, and I cannot handle it if that Ananda is not there. And so various matas are there. And here, the mata is, Krishna's mata is that you have taken the Vyavaharika Satyam to be Paramarthika Satyam. Correct? If Vyavaharika Satyam is taken as Paramarthika Satyam, then there is no end. There is no end to this bandha. Bandha is continuous. That's why Krishna says, Kshire Punye Matyalokam Vishnu. He can go to different places. That is why this Vairagyam and all is so important. Iha amutrartha phalabhoga viragaha. Tattvabodha. What is viragaha? There are children also who cannot be attracted by all these small things. Even they have that Vairagyam in them. And you tell them, let's go to this place, that place, Hawaii and all that. They might come because they're children, but they're not really impressed. So even children can have that vasana. Vairagya vasana is there. And so such a person is not going to be attracted by swarga. Any type of swarga you paint, not attractive. For such a person, Vedanta comes like a breath of fresh air. So that's the journey we are in. So if somebody says, look at this. I experience a world, a very real world, obviously. And all transactions are happening in that real world. And then suddenly that person who is experiencing this world says that was not real. Suddenly he says not real. What do you mean it's not real? No, it was a dream. Oh, it was real all along. Now suddenly it is not real? Just like that? No, it was a dream. Oh, so casually this man is saying it was a dream. So casually, he didn't say that while he was dreaming, but then when he comes out to another, let's call avastha or a state, from which it's very obvious that experience that I had, that world in which I lived is not a real world. Well, then why did you take it as a real world? I don't know. That is how it seems to be. Therefore, by using the same logic, I will ask the person, while you were in that world, you said you were real, and now you are saying it is not real. Same logic if I use, how do you know this world is absolutely real? How do you know? Suppose I take you to another reality, then you will say, oh my God, that is not absolutely real. You can say, there is no proof. You can't prove to me that this is an absolutely real world. This is Veda. Okay. And so, therefore, that evidence is not. We can't prove that this world is all that is. The reality, this world is all there is fine. But the reality of the world, you can't prove that this is absolutely real. Okay? You can't prove. Because just like dream can't be proved as an unreal world unless you come out of dream. Okay? Therefore, I can use the same logic. Same logic I will use. You just don't know another state other than this state, Vyavahar. Shastra has to come. Shastra. That is why Pramana. Apaurisheya Shabda Pramana. Very critical. That means what? You can't figure out, sitting in this world, you can't figure out what the reality is. Just like sitting in the dream world, you cannot figure out that the dream world is not absolutely real. Shastram is needed. Okay. And so, for us, space and time is not absolute. Therefore, even space and time is not absolute. That is why God created the world in the 6th day, 7th day, and all is. It's all bachon ka baat hai. It is all childish for us. Okay. And so that's where Newtonian physics is there. Then Einsteinian physics. Okay. Okay. Newtonian physics. Newton was a physicist. All kinds of laws we've studied. But then he himself did not know. He took space and time to be absolutely real. And within that real world, which he did not know as Vyavaharika, all these laws operate, all that is fine. But Einstein has to come and say, no, something is not right. Something is not right. We have taken space for granted, he says. I don't know if he went all the way, but there is this theory of relativity, and then Vedanta takes it all the way and says, Atma is there. Tasmadva Atmana Akasha Sambhutaha Akashad Vayu. Akasha Sambhutaha. Space and time, Akasha and Kala came out of Atma. And so, the thing about science is they keep asking how, why. They may not come to the right answer in these matters, but at least they're open. They appreciate that I don't know enough. They say consciousness comes out of matter. Okay, fine. At least you're thinking about it. So therefore, that is why we don't have answers to. Science cannot give answers to these questions. When did the world appear, get created? No answer is there. Theories are there, Big Bang, etc. there. But before Big Bang, what was there? Some theories are proposed. So these questions don't have any answers. In science, we don't have answers. Even in Vedanta, we can't give answers. Yeah. When did the world get created, if we ask? We will say that is a wrong question. Why it's a wrong question? The minute you say when, you're asking, given time, then tell me when. In that time axis, you tell me when. A time axis itself was not there. Time axis itself is mithya. In the mithya axis, you are asking me when. Go back and tell me when. Yeah, I'll go back and back until time itself is gone. And that happens every day. In deep sleep, it happens every day. Therefore, time itself is mithya. Space is mithya. And suddenly the whole world of Satyam opens up for us. Okay. And so that's what is happening in Bhagavad Gita. Swarupa Darshanam and all is a journey. How is it a journey? Eka Rupa Bhakti. Bhagavan is one form. Krishna is my God. So that is Ekarupa Bhakti. Then what? Then Aneka Rupa Bhakti. Oh, Krishna is, God is not one form. All forms are God's forms. Or Vishwarupa Bhakti also. Then you push it all the way out. Arupa Bhakti. All rupas are mithya, including God's form. That's brilliance. And that is why we have to bring Maya also inside. Why Maya has to be inside? Because if I can't know the truth of this world by sitting in this world. Einstein makes a statement. I can't remember now what it is. You can't find solutions to problems in this world by being in this world. Something like that. It's talking about fundamental. Fundamental solutions are not, you can't get by sitting in the world which is actually in which you're creating problems. You need to step out of the problem, only then you can find a solution. And so that's why we bring in Maya. That is Maya. That's our idea of Maya. Maya means that wonder. Avarana Shakti, we use words. We have very beautiful words. Avarana Shakti and Vikshepa Shakti. What is Avarana? Avarana means, what is his name? Bhairappa wrote a book called Avarana. And Avarana means it's covering. The reality of the world is covered. Perfectly covered. Everybody, not a single person knows that the reality is covered. That's the beauty of it. Everybody agrees this is Satyam and moves along in life and then wonders why life is like that, why life is not like this. Avarana Shakti. And the minute the reality is covered from me, I have to make sense of reality. Therefore, I have to project something. Correct? I can't simply look at an object and not conclude something about it. I have to conclude something. I'm walking. It is twilight. It's not bright, neither it is completely dark. I walk. I'm walking. The street lights are all not working. Power cut. And so I'm walking. I can see, I can walk, but then I have to be careful also because it's dark. But yet I can see little. And then I go like this, and then I see something. I see somebody there, standing in about right there, and he's just standing there. And suddenly I'm afraid. Why? Because when I see something there like that, I am not satisfied by just seeing there is something. What is that something? I have to know. If I don't know, I will project. There is a man standing there, and it's nice and dark also, and it's a good opportunity for him. Therefore, I project. That projection is called Vikshepa Shakti. Maya again. Avarana Shakti, covered. And then once it's covered, but still some things are visible. And therefore, Vikshepa Shakti. Projection. Avarana Vikshepa. This is Maya. Shakti Dvayam hi Maya Yaha. Vikshepa Avarana. Avarana Vikshepa Rupakam. Like that, there is a mantra Shankaracharya. Atma Bodha, I think. Okay. So therefore, this is the whole game that's going on. And so here, our idea of Bhagavan also is gradually transitioning. And Bhagavan is important because that's why this religious life is so important. Okay? Religious life is so important. So children, the sooner we get them into a religious life, it's important, at least in our dharma. And this idea that Bhagavan is everywhere. This all-pervasiveness of Bhagavan is so important. The more I study the Shastra, the more I find this is so important. Because the minute you can see, you can at least believe that Bhagavan sab kuch kidhar nahi hai Bhagavan. If you say, then it's a matter of time before I can connect myself to God. Okay. That's why this dharma is it is critical. The children get exposed to it. We cannot afford to have Indian children say things, very crazy things. No, this is not a good sign. So we have to, that's why all these programs Meera and others are conducting is very important. All over India, they are doing and they should continue to do. And we should contribute. How can I do? How can I teach a shloka to one child? Enough. One child. That's enough. And so that at least, I may not know much, but at least shlokas I know. I can teach shlokas. I can say, hey, you know what? You're getting dreams. Bad dreams are you getting? Yes, I'll tell you shloka. Okay. Ramaskandam Hanumantam Vainateyam Rukodaram. Tell it 5 times. You know what? You'll get a good sleep. Yes, every child will chant. Every child will chant. So this is the way. This is just a brilliant way to just, it's very important also. That's what I was trying to say. So therefore, this is our journey here. And so all our cultural symbols and practices are all there. You step on a piece of paper and the mother will say, come on, what are you doing? Immediately ask for pardon. Saraswati. So we put Saraswati here, Lakshmi there, she's there, Ashtalakshmi, this, that, everywhere. All gods are there everywhere. That's it. You can't, everything is sacred for us. Sacred. That is why the word secular doesn't mean anything for us. There is no such thing called secular. Because Sarvam Kalvidam Brahma. So where is the question of secular? Secular is a Western idea, which is inapplicable to India. So it's all right to say, okay, don't bring religion into a discussion somewhere. All that acceptable. We can do all that. But, companies used to have taglines. Work is worship. Work is worship. Today, they can't afford to have that tag. And then the private companies can have nothing wrong. Hey, if you want to work for my company, work is worship. That's it. Krishna said it. It is Krishna's statement, not my statement. Like that, they can say. Private companies have a lot of freedom. So anyway, that's the beauty. That is just there. It's all waiting, and we don't know the treasure on which we are sitting. And then the time comes when it all converges into a nice movie. And there is a mantra that Swamiji quotes. Don't disrespect water. Okay, look at this. Napsu mutram purisham va shtivanam va samutsrijet. He says water is to be worshipped because water is what gives us life. Apsu. Mutram is urine. And then purisham is excrement. Okay. Don't look down upon these things. Va shtivanam is spit. This saliva that you spit. Just throw it out, You throw out whatever you have to throw out. But don't, disrespect is to be avoided because everything is there for a reason. Okay. Like that he says, don't take bath in a river without clothes, it seems. Why? Because I'm dirtying the river and river is Ganga. Every river is sacred. Ganga, Yamuna, Gange Yamune Cheve, Deva, Godavari, Saraswati, Narmade Sindhu Kaveri, Asmin Jale, Sannidim Kuru. Once you have done that, I cannot, Pavitram it is Pavitram. Therefore, they say, don't jump in without clothes. So at least let the purity of the river be, something like that. And look at this. The Surya Namaskara mantra, Aruna Prashna has a mantra. It says, Varshati na dhavet. Varshati na dhavet. Varshati. It's raining. Don't run. Don't run. Now, that's practical advice. When it's raining, don't run. That's practical advice. You'll slip and fall down. And so that's one meaning. Another meaning is, hey, water. Water is there. You want to see God? You want to see God? Is that what it is? Yeah, okay. It's right there falling on you. God is just You just get immersed in this, like that. That is the idea there in that mantra. And what we people might do is we have this, and the umbrella is not there. And bag, there is a bag, and then Bhagavad Gita book, the Bhashim book, Gita Press is a big, thick book. So nicely we put that on top of the head. Anyway, that's just a joke. So here, look at this mantra. We are now in number 43. This is just a background. We have to keep the background in mind constantly. So then we can see the Shlokas and chapters properly. Pita asi lokas, yeah. Pita asi, tvam pita asi, you are father. Literal meaning is father. Earlier also he said that. He said that somewhere, okay? Pitahamasya jagataha mata dhata pita mahaha, like that he said in the 9th chapter. 9th chapter he already said that. He means Bhagavan said that. Pita ahamasya. He said that. So he's repeating that. Pita. So Pita means what? Pita means you are karanam. You are a karana tattvam, but karanam which does not have a karana. Causeless cause. That is the meaning. That is what we have to look into here. The causeless cause. Then what about mother? Pita, father means mother. Has to be there. So that's the law. And that is why all our devatas are always companion. Two, always. Mata Pita, Mata Pita, Mata Pita. Never single. Rarely single. Okay. So Ayyappan at all single, there is a story and all. That's fine. But generally, both are there. Brahma. Saraswati is on the tip of Brahmaji's tongue. Okay? Jihvayam. Jihvastha. Saraswati. Then what? Vishnu. Srivatsankita Vakshasam. Right? Or the right side. So that Sri Chakra is there. Lakshmi is there very much. Without Lakshmi, no Vishnu. Then Shiva even more. Further, stretch it even more. Half of Shiva is Parvati. Ardhanarishwari. Half. So there is no question of separating the two. Brahman is one. Ekameva Advitiyam. But the minute you bring all these things, you have to have duality. Dvandva will be there. And therefore, for us, we have no problem with this. We don't have to ask, is God female or male? Other cultures have to think about it. They have to justify why God is male or not. We don't have that kind of a problem. Male, female, everything is. Brahma has no gender anyway. Brahma word also is Napumsakam. Okay. So there is that comes to my mind. Then what? Saundarya Lahari comes to my mind. Shiva Shaktya Yukto Yadi Bhavati Shaktah Prabhavitum Nache Devam Devo Nakhalu Spanditum Api Kushalaha Spanditum Api Shiva Shaktya Yuktaha Shiva. If Shiva is along with Shakti only, then this creation, he is capable of creating this world. Nache Devam. If that is not so, Devaha, God can create anything. Kushalaha. Spanditum api kushala. Not even a dash of creation is possible. That is what Shankaracharya says in Shivananda Nagari. So, Pitasi, Lokasya, of this world. All this is important. That is why. And then Taittiriya Upanishad, having understood all this, that student says, Ha, Vuha, Vuha, Ahamannam, 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 Ahamannado, Ahamannado, Ahamannada. Expression of joy. Ha. Not in Swargaloka. Here, in Bhuloka, expression of joy. Okay. And so, Ahamannam, I am food. And I am the consumer of food also, he says. What a statement it is. Means I'm everything over. Game is over. Game is over. Like that he's saying. And then it's just joy. After that, all this body, all these small things and big things also. All the things that I thought were big were really actually quite small, like that it becomes. So, lokasya pita. See, what kind of world, what kind of loka? Characharasya. Charam and acharam. Moving and unmoving. Which is same as chetanam and achetanam. Sentient and insentient. Which means entire world of beings. And then tvamasya pujyascha. Tvam pujyaha cha asi. Pujyaha means worshipful. You are the one who is most worshipful. Because of the way things are, because of what I need from you, and you are everything. Therefore, you become automatically pujyaha. And starting, that is why children are told Matridevo Bhava, Pitrudevo Bhava. Better to start early, I think, because later on, later on, all arguments with mother and father and all that. So it is difficult to say mother is God, father is God. Maybe difficult. I'm not saying it is maybe. And so, even if it is difficult, just do this. Amma, I'm leaving home and going to this place, etc. Just touch her feet and then go. She'll be very happy. She'll be very happy. She'll be very happy. That's it. Bless you. Do everything well. Come back. So, that's a very nice habit. So, Matra Devo Baha. Therefore, you are Pujyaha. You are the father of all fathers and mother of all mothers. Therefore, Pujyaha. And Guru Api. You are also Guru. Now, finally, Arjuna recognizes you are Guru. That's finally that becomes the most important. Because this magnificent truth you taught me patiently, and somehow some punyam I had, therefore I told you Shishyasteham. If I had not told you Shishyasteham Shadi Mampam Prapannam in the second chapter, some 8th or 9th, some 7th shloka or something like that, then you would not have taught me. So now you've accepted me as a student, therefore you are Guru. Okay. And therefore, and Guru Sadashiva Samarambam Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paranta. Or no, if you don't like Shiva, if you like Narayana, that is also fine. Narayana Samarambam Ramanujacharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Parintam Vande Guru Parampram. We have no problem with it. See, Advaitis will have no problem with all this. We don't break our heads in. Okay, no problem. Everybody, Guru is needed to know the truth. And what is the truth is where we may differ. But to know the truth, Guru is of course needed. And then what kind of Guru you are? Krishna, you are Gariyan Guru. Gariyan is an adjective to the word Guru. Gariyan. So by now, I think you all know all these words. Sakaranta Pullingam, etc. Gariyan means great, greatest, in fact. Gariyan, greatest. You are the greatest Guru. Why you are the greatest Guru? Well, every Guru had a Guru. And you are the only Guru who does not have a Guru. Therefore, you are the greatest. Guruless Guru. You are a Guruless Guru. Therefore, you are greatest. And so Adi Guruhu, Uttamaha, etc. Guruttamaha, Gurutamaha, or Guruttamaha. Adi Guru, Adi Yogi. There is an Adi Yogi here in Coimbatore. And so Adi, you are Adi. And so because you only taught me this, all this, you only taught me. And you are a Guru also because, you know why? You're greatest. Also because you you made me realize that a Guru is needed. And then at the end of the teaching, you also say, Na me mrityu shanka, na me jati bhedaha, pita naiva, me naiva, mata na janma. Na me mit, illa, na me bandhur, na mitram. Bandhur naiva, mitram, na mitram, gurur naiva shishyaha. Chidananda rupa shivoham shivo. Gurur naiva shishyaha. Hey, I am neither guru nor shishya. Amazing it is. You first say you are shishya, I am guru. Then finally you say I am neither guru and neither are you shishya. Only a person who knows the realities can make a statement like this and mean it also. How it is possible to be guru and not guru at the same time? That is the beauty. That is why you are Gariyan Guru. You are Gariyan. You are the greatest. So Gariyan. The Gariyan Sanskrit student should not overact here. Should not say it is Dvitiya Vibhakti Bahuvachanam and all that. Like Raman, Vihaya Kaman, yes, Sarvan, Umans Charati Purushaha, Kaman, Sarvan, Gariyan, there it is Dvitiya Vibhakti Bahuvachanam. यहाँ पर ऐसा नहीं है. This is Prathama Vibhakti Ekavachanam. Okay. It is subject, an adjective to Guru. Shreyas, Sakaranta Pullingam. Shreyan, Swadharmo, Viguna. That is Shreyan, subject. Okay. Same Sakaranta Pullingam here. Gari, yes. Beauty is the word Guru and Gariyan also comes from the word Guru. Guru plus Iyasun Pratyay. Okay. Guru has two meanings. One is teacher. Another is what? Significant, heavy. That kind of meaning also is there. Okay. So therefore, Gariyan Guru. Okay. Then what? Na what? Okay, let's break this. Okay. Na what samostyabhyadika kutonyaha. Lot of twists and turns are there. Na tvatsamaha asti abhyadikaha kutaha anyaha. Okay, that is a way to split it. Therefore, na tvatsamaha. Tvatsamaha is one word. Samaha is similar. And tvat means to you. Na tvatsamaha. There is nobody like you. There's nobody like you. Okay. Na tvatsamaha asti. Kutaha anyaha abhyadikaha. Therefore, how can there be somebody who is better than you? Abhyadikaha, better, superior to you? Not possible. Both are not possible. And then what? Lokatraye api apratima prabhava. Okay. Apratima prabhava is one word. It's an address. That's the way addressing. Aphe apratima prabhava. Prabhava, glory. Okay, glory, prabhava, glory. And what kind of glory is yours? Apratima prabhava. Pratima means comparable. A glory that has the comparison somewhere. You can look at two things and say, glory is like the sun. Glory is like so-and-so. Your greatness is like Modi ji's greatness. So likeness is there. So when likeness is there, it is called Pratima Prabha. If there is no likeness, there is no comparison at all. What do you call it? Apratima Prabha. Correct? Apratima. So Pratima means Upama. Upama in Sanskrit means illustration, similarity, comparison. So Apratima means Anupama. Okay, we have names like Anupam Kher. And we have girls and women are called Anupama. They are never called Upama. They are called Anupama. Correct? Because Atma is Anupama. Why Atma is Anupama? Everything I know is Anatma. And Atma is unlike anything else in this world. Therefore, Atma is Anupama. Correct? Upama, only for dishes we can give names like Upama. But for us, for people, we don't give Upama name. Upama will not be a name. Anupama only will be. Okay? So that anupamatvam is said here. Apratima prabhava, matchless glory. Okay, that's who you are. And where are you in this matchlessness? Where lokatraye api. In case we forgot, in Bhuloka there is not something similar, but some other lokas there will be somebody equal to Bhagavan. No, not possible. Lokatraye api. Not possible. So that's what Arjuna is saying here. In all the three worlds. Three worlds. So sometimes they say Saptaloka. Sometimes they say Chaturdasha Loka, Bhuvanani, like that they say. Sometimes everything is collapsed into three words. Three words. Just for simplicity, right? So Bhuloka and then Swargaloka and then everything in between Bhuloka and Swargaloka. Antariksham. Bhuhu, Bhuvaha, Swaha. That is how it is called. Okay, so that's that. So let's translate this shloka. He's again praising Sri Krishna with all these words and with a newer understanding, better understanding of what Krishna is and what Bhagavan is. So, hey Bhagavan, O Lord, hey Bhagavan, whose glories are unparalleled. Hey Bhagavan, whose glories are unparalleled. You are the father of this world of movables and immovables, or moving and stationary. You are the father of this world of the moving and stationary. Within brackets, if you want to say sentient and insentient. And you are its most worshipful, and you are its most worshipful and its first teacher, and you are its most worshipful and its first teacher. Full stop. Even in the three worlds, comma, even in the three worlds, there is no one equal to you. Even in the three worlds, there is no one equal to you, comma, or semicolon. How can there be another who is superior? How can there be another who is superior? Question mark. So when a question like this comes, kutaha is the question, right? Question mark. When a question like this comes, as in any language, two meanings for a question. A question mark comes, or a word kutaha, from where, or how can, like that question comes. That question can literally mean you're asking something and a response is expected, right? Question, an answer is expected. That is a question. But here it is a question mark is there, but it is not really a question. It is really a statement that says there is nobody superior to you. That's the meaning. By stating as making a statement as a question mark, that fact expressed in the statement is emphasized. How can there be? Tell me how it can be. Means what? They are absolutely sure there can't be. It's anything superior to you. That's the meaning here. So let me repeat this. Hey Bhagavan, whose glories are unparalleled, comma, you are the father of this world of moving and stationary, sentient and insentient, and you are its most worshipful and its first teacher, full stop. Even in the three worlds, comma, there is no one equal to you, semicolon. How can there be another who is superior? Okay. All right. Number 44.
Guruji, then should the question mark be even there? If we know that it's not really a question, should we even have the question mark?
Okay, no, fine. That's fine. That's English. I don't know if grammatically there should be a question or not.
You generally put a question mark and an exclamation together. It's
Rhetorical question.
Rhetorical question, yeah.
Rhetorical or exclamation. Yeah, that's fine. You can.
Both of them together. Like question mark and.
Can you put just an exclamation? Is that grammatically correct?
No, I think we generally put both question mark and exclamation, as far as I know.
Okay. All right. Okay. Next mantra. Tasmat pranamya pranidhaya kayam.
Tasmat pranamya pranidhaya kayam.
Prasadaye tvamahamishamidhyam.
Prasadaye tvamahamishamidhyam.
Piteva putrasya sakheva sakhyuhu.
Piteva putrasya sakeva sakyuhu.
Priyah priyayarhasi deva sodum.
Priyah priyahyarhasi deva sodam.
Tasmat pranamya pranidhaya kayam.
Tasmat pranamya pranidhaya kayam.
Prasadaye tvamahamishamidhyam.
Prasadaye tvamahamishamidhyam.
Piteva putrasya sakheva sakhyuhu.
Piteva putrasya sakheva sakyuhu.
Priyah priyayarhasi deva sodhum.
Priyah priyarharhasi deva sodam.
Yeah. So Arjuna continues to feel guilty. Guilty for treating Krishna the way he treated. But really speaking, he didn't commit a crime or anything like that. Didn't Duryodhana, the way he treated the people, you can talk about that. But Arjuna did not feel guilty. That kind of friendship, friends, and they talk like friends, etc. That's we can't. Even if there was some faux pas between friends, I'm sure they sorted it out at the same time when it happened, right? So just like it happens in our lives, and so, but Arjuna feels guilty. Okay, that's very clear. And even for treating Krishna as a friend, he seems to feel guilty. Okay? And that's what is happening here. And even though friendship, there is something called Nava Bhakti. Nava Bhakti, Nava Vida Bhakti. 9 types of Bhakti. Okay? Listen to this, okay? Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnoho Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakhyam, Atma Nivedanam. These are the 9. Okay, this comes in a shloka. So Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnoho, Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakhyam, Atma Nivedanam. Like that is. Okay, let's look at it. Shravanam. Shravanam is a form of bhakti. Okay. So, example, Parikshit. Shravanam. So, 7 days he did Shravanam. Okay. Then, Kirtanam. Kirtanam. Kirtanam is saying praise of Kirtihi. And also teaching also is called Kirtanam. And so like Sukha Maharshi, Sukha taught our Parikshit. So Sukha is given as an example for Kirtanam. And Vishnu, this is for Vishnu. And then Smaranam. Okay. Smaranam is recollection, remembering, thinking of. Okay. Like Prahlada, right? Prahlada is remembered there. Then what? Pada Sevanam. And then doing service, seva. Seva is important. Pada is okay. Pada Sevanam is, Pada is, we do Pada Puja to the Swamijis when they come home. So Pada Puja is important in our tradition. One whom we respect, we do Pada Puja. So that same thing is expressed here as Pada Sevanam, Lakshmi Devi. Then Archanam, performing rituals. The ritual of bhakti is expressed in the puja. And so when that is done, it's called Archanam. And then the example of Prithu is given. Prithu is Kunti's father. Okay, Arjuna's grandfather, maternal grandfather. And so Prithu Maharaj is known for that. And then what? Vandanam. Vandanam is prostration and no specific action except for prostration. So Akrura Maharaja, it seems. Then Dasyam. Dasyam is Dasa Bhavaha. So that idea that I am your Dasa, I am ready to serve you anytime. That attitude is there. And so Hanuman is given as the example there. Then Sakhyam. So that's the 8th one. Sakhyam. Sakhyam is friendship. Friendship, very important. So Arjuna here. Arjuna's bhakti is primarily friendship. Dasya, not Dasya, sorry. Sakhya bhakti. Correct? Sakhya. Sakhya means what comes to me is marriage, vivaha. The homa, one of the important homas done there is called Sakhya Homa. Sakhya Homa. The homa where the friendship is formalized. These two people who are coming together. No up down, no tu bada hai, mai bada hai, etc. No. Sakhya Homa. Friendship. Because friendship, there is nothing, very few relationships are better than the relationship of friendship. Okay, why? Because equality, that equal and sharing and everything happens in friendship only. Friendship. Otherwise, then there is the risk of other undesirable emotions coming into play. So, Sakhya Homa here, Sakhya Bhaktihi. Then finally, 9th one, Atma Nivedanam, Mahabali, Atma Nivedanam. Just offer the whole. I'm surrendering myself to you. That kind of attitude is called bhakti, is called Atma Nivedanam. So look at this. That's why it's so important for us to tell children all our Ramayana, Mahabharata. The Ramayana, Mahabharata must be in their fingertips. Correct? Children should know this by heart. And you tell them once, that is enough. They will memorize it. They know every story. And then next time they'll ask you to tell again. And then they listen. And then when you make a mistake, they'll tell you, point out, no, that's not correct. I mean, did you have that experience? I had that experience. My nephews used to do that to me. And then, no, I think, Peripa, you forgot this. You forgot some big chunk. That's what he's saying. So, that's beautiful. So anyway, therefore, Arjuna is feeling guilt. Despite the Sakhya Bhakti, he confuses that as not Bhakti. And so, therefore, he says, Tasmat, therefore, since I'm feeling guilty about the way I've treated you, Tasmat, Pranamya Pranidhaya Kayam. Pranamya. By doing another namaskara. And what kind of namaskara this is? Kayam Pranidhaya. Kayam means Shariram, Deha, this body, physical body, right? And pranidhaya, pranidhaya, falling flat. By falling flat, I know that all this namaste and all not acceptable. Or all this, they do signs, with hand they do some signs. And some other religions have all these things. No, not like that. That is all shortcut. Namaskara. Namaskara. Full. It's called Shashtanga Namaskara. Correct? Shashtanga Namaskara. In the north also they have Shashtanga Namaskara, right? Yes.
Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavat Pranam. Yeah, Dandavat Pranam. Correct. Same thing. Shashtanga Namaskara. Dandavat is like a stick. That you drop a stick, how it is, that is how it will be. That's the name of the pranam. And also called Shashtanga Namaskara. Shashtanga means what? Ashta Angaihi Saha. Along with 8 limbs, 8 things. That is called Shashtanga Namaskara. And what are those 8 things if we ask? There is a shloka that tells that also. Urasa Shirasa Drishtya. Okay. Urasa Shirasa Drishtya. Manasa Vachasa Tathapi. Tathaiva. Then what? Then Padbhyam Karabhyam Janubhyam Pranamoshtanga Uchyate. Let me say that again. Okay. Urasa. Urasa means the heart, the chest is also down, touching the floor. Urasa. Shirasa, the forehead also should be touching the floor. All right. So, Urasa, Shirasa, Drishtya. Drishtya means the eyes also should be focusing on down. You can't be looking on the side and all when doing namaskar. Very interesting. Drishtya. Then what? Then Manasa Vachasa Tatha. Manas. Mind. What about the mind? Thinking about what is there for lunch today. No. Manas also should be there. I'm doing namaskara to you. That's it. Oh, that is that mind is filled with that attitude. Then what? Vachasa. Words. Words also should reflect that attitude. I'm doing namaskara to you. If there is somebody there, Bhagavan, hey, Bhagavan, tell him I'm going to do namaskara, because they may not be expecting it. And so you have to tell them, just wait. I feel like doing namaskara. Then only they will expect it. So, namaskara. Vachasa also. Manasa Vachasa Tatha. Then what? Padbhyam. Feet. 2 feet also are touching the floor. No asana and all, lifting one leg up and all. Those asanas keep for later. Okay. There's one asana. What is it called? Sarpa. What is that asana?
Janushirasasana.
That snake asana.
Bhujangasana.
Bhujangasana.
Correct. Bhujangasana. All those asanas you keep for later. Okay. Then Padbhyam, Karabhyam. Hands also are on the floor. Padbhyam, Karabhyam, Janubhyam. Janu means knees. Knee. Knees. Knees. Knees also should be touching the floor. Yeah, so in our culture, women do differently than men. Okay. And sometimes women do this kind of Sashtanga Namaskara. Sometimes they don't fall flat like that. Okay, that is fine. So this is called Sashtanga Namaskara. And Arjuna is saying, Pranidhaya, I'm going to do Sashtanga Namaskara to you. Okay. That's what he's saying. And then Prasadaye Tvamaham. I propitiate you, Prasadaye, I invoke you. I invoke your grace. Aham Tvam Prasadaye. I seek your blessings. And who are you? Isham, Ishwaram, you are Ishvara. No doubt about it. There is no more doubt I have in mind. And what kind of Ishvara? Pujyaha, he said in the previous shloka, same thing here. Idyam, again, synonym for Pujyaha. Id dhatu. Id means tutau. One who can be worshipped is called Idyam. Ide. What is it? Sri Tasmai Shri Guru Murtaye Nama Idam Shri Dakshinamurti Mide. Dakshinamurtim Ide. Dakshinamurtim Tutim Karomi. Aradhaye. Puj. Pujaye. That is the meaning there. Okay. Hey. So here idyam means worshipful. Pujyam. You are that pujyaha. And piteva putrasya. Here he's saying there are some words that are missing in this mantra. Missing means what? To be supplied by us. Okay. So piteva putrasya, just like the father would treat the son, means what? Father would excuse the mistakes done by the son, putrasya. So sarvam aparadham kshamate. Yatha pita putrasya sarvam aparadham kshamate. So put that sarvam aparadham kshamate there. Then the sentence will, the meaning of the sentence will come to us. So pita iva. Iva means like yatha. Pita iva putras. Just like father would pardon the son. Okay, son or daughter. Then sakha iva sakyuhu. Just like a friend would pardon another friend's mistakes. Priyaha priyayarhasi. Priyayarhasi is asha prayoga. It should be priyayaha shashti. Okay. So priyayaha arhasi should be there. But asha prayoga. So Vyasa is saying priyayarhasi. Asha prayoga means what? It is a usage in a text like Smriti, which the license, which the Smriti has the license to say what it wants, and we don't call it a mistake. We call it Arsha Prayoga. So how should it be? Priyayaha Sarvam Aparadam Kshamate should be supplied by us, right? And just like Upriyaha, a loving person, a husband or a wife will forgive the mistakes done by the husband or wife or husband. Okay. Like that, Eva, what should you do? Hey Deva, Sodum Arhasi. Sodum Arhasi. Sodum from Sahana, Sahana, Tahan Karna. That Sahadatu is there here. Sodum. Tahana can be put up with, bear, excuse, all these things are meant by that word Sah. And so Sodum Arhasi. Shankaracharya says, Kshantum Arhasi, Kshama Kartum Arhasi. That is the meaning. You, Arhasi is a typical usage in Sanskrit, which is a way of saying you must do something without saying you must do something. Okay? You must do something, but don't, without saying you must. Kartavyam, without saying tavya. Here, Arhasi is a beautiful usage there. So, Sodum Arhasi, you must forgive me. That is the meaning here. Okay. We'll translate this here. Therefore, saluting, properly laying down my body. Therefore, comma, saluting, comma, properly laying down my body, comma. I seek the blessing of you who are the worshipful Lord. I seek the blessing of you who are the worshipful Lord. Idyam, Isham, who are the worshipful Lord. Full stop. O Lord, comma, you should forgive, within brackets, my mistakes. You should forgive my mistakes as a father would of a son. As a father would of a son. As a friend of a friend. comma, and as a beloved of his beloved. And as a beloved of his beloved. His, because Priyaha is there. Priyaha is masculine. Priyayaha is feminine. That's why. And as a beloved of his beloved. Okay, there, let me read the whole thing now. Therefore, comma, saluting, comma, properly laying down my body, comma, I seek the blessing of you who are the worshipful Lord. Full stop. O Lord, you should forgive my mistakes in brackets, as a father would of a son, comma, as a friend of a friend, comma, and as a beloved of his beloved. Full stop. We'll continue. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Thank you.